Good morning, my name is Spencer Danier. I'm the Editor-in-Chief and Head of Content at APAC Print Media. Our flagship magazine is Strategic Facilities. I'm here today at the Datacenter Green Tech Conference in Singapore with Mr. Yajnish Malik, who is the Area Vice President, ASEAN of Citrix Systems in Singapore. Now, Mr. Malik has just come out from doing a wonderful presentation there entitled The Power of End-to-End Virtualization Transforming Data Centers to Delivery Centers. Firstly, Mr. Malik, let me welcome you to Datacenter Green Tech in Singapore here. It's great to have you aboard.
Thank you very much.
As a sponsor and a speaker.
Pleasure being here. Thank you very much.
Look, the first thing everyone knows a lot about Citrix systems and all the rest, but we're here today. It's green technology. I think I'd like to start off about asking you about your presentation and the message you were trying to deliver through that presentation related to green technology.
Citrix is a IT company. We live in and around data centers. We effectively take data centers and transform them into delivery centers. What we provide is a very agile delivery mechanism which takes pretty much all the content and applications out of the data center from a supply basis and delivers it on an on-demand, if you like, to any user, on any location, on any device, on any network, securely. Now, the key to do this, in doing this, is the underpinning of virtualization, and the end-to-end virtualization is our technology play. It helps in terms of green because in terms of server virtualization, we cut down the server sprawl, reduce the floor space in data centers, also the energy required to keep the big servers alive, and so that's how it plays into the green area.
Okay, that's very interesting that, taking all that out, so those are some energy savings there. But from a business perspective, I think the solutions that you are offering, what are the main business drivers for business? If I'm a business there coming in with solution, what benefits am I going to be getting out of that type of solution that you would provide as operating expenditure and being able to deliver my business more effectively?
From an operating expenditure, especially in today's economy, we ourselves are one of the top software as a service providers. We have products that deal with that. We have certainly business models and pricing models that allow you an on-demand per-use sort of expense model. Hence, we can take the CapEx piece and move it to an operational cost, where you pretty much pay for what you use. So think of it more as an on-demand model. It can be priced as such, more utility. Again, virtualization is the kind of technology that allows you, from a business perspective, to keep your control and security in the data center down pat, and yet give the freedom of use with choice of network, choice of device to the user. So it's a win-win for both sides. On the IT side, they manage the consolidation, they manage the security, they manage the control, they manage the green elements, they manage the costing model. And from the user point of view, they have the freedom to use pretty much any device they want. They can come at it from any application, from home, from the office, and be able to work anytime, anywhere.
So with the managed services side of things, you're taking it away from the business responsibility and the headaches that go along with that and all the rest of it, managing the environment around it. Is your model sort of based more on a cloud computing type of model, or strictly a managed services type of model?
We are essentially a product company, so we sell the product, then it's up to the customer or the intermediary, management hosting partners to go decide what models to put on it. But it's interesting, the technology certainly is leading into the cloud play. So pretty much most of the public clouds that are out there today are pretty much using our server technology, server virtualization technology. So Amazon EC2 would be a good example in the US. More closer to home in Singapore, Singapore Cloud, run by IBA, the other is also using similar sort of technology. Now, with that technology, you can provision workloads, it can be elastic, manage the security elements, and again, the pricing model is also on a per-use basis.
Now, you mentioned before with the managed services model you had about providing a secured environment. Just exactly what type of security measures do you put in place to protect the client's data there? Because there's been a lot of talk around with managed services, and in particular in cloud computing as well. The one thing is, the issue around security, just how secure is that, and how do you go about that?
We have a simple model. We trust nobody. So
I've heard that before. And it works well.
So whatever, from a data center point of view, through consolidation, let's take, for example, where most of the applications are consolidated in the data center, perhaps in a cloud, you then go ahead and put a security policy in place. Security to us is not an on-off state. It is dependent on a lot of circumstances. It's dependent, for example, the endpoint. Are you sitting on a public computer or your own computer? Are you coming in on a secure internet channel, such as you come to LAN or WAN, or is it public internet? There is a lot of vulnerabilities over the end-to-end piece. So our security, the security that we provision for is a dial-based security. So once we do the endpoint check, we determine who the user is, what device they're using, do they have the antivirus, do they have the security features, and then on the cloud or in the data center at base, we will then determine how much we wish to provision. So for example, if you are sitting on the edge on a public computer in an internet cafe, maybe you can read and write but not save and print. That is done by means of endpoint analysis. So I am who I am, but depending on where I am and what device I use and what network I come in, my security policies will dramatically provision me for my access control up and down as it needs be. So it's a very dynamic-based security policy that can be provisioned very quickly using endpoint analysis.